Hello, welcome to our Map of the Month video workshop series. We're going to be starting a new map today. And the map we're going to be doing is the state of Massachusetts. And we're doing these videos to help you with your maps while you're either in class or doing some distance learning at home. So we hope that these will be very useful to you as you do your maps. And the map we're going to be doing now is Massachusetts. So you're probably studying your state of Massachusetts, and you might be in 3rd grade or 4th grade, I think maybe 3rd grade, and you can see, usually when I come in and do a map workshop in the school, I often have the students start coloring in the title, and you can see how I've started to color the title a little bit. But we don't have to spend too much time with that. Maybe we'll save that for the end of the video. We'll be doing many videos to complete this map. So maybe we'll save this for the end. But you can see how it does make the map look nice when you color in the title. So let's think about what we want to start off on this map. Okay, you can see there's a list of activities listed at the bottom of the map. And this is the whole state of Massachusetts. You can see, so there's a lot of activities to complete to make this map finished. And if we go through them, you can see the first one is borders, labeling the borders to show what's around Massachusetts. We will label some of the islands within the state, bodies of water, which includes rivers, reservoirs. We'll be drawing and labeling some of the hills and mountains, cities and towns, and even the counties of your state. So those will be a lot of the things that we're going to be working on. Now, if you look at the map of the United States, Massachusetts is located up in the northeast part of the country. There it is, right there. Okay, it's also part of the region called New England. 6 states of New England, and we're going to be labeling a bunch of those states that surround Massachusetts, including New York, which is part of the Northeast region. All right, so I'll put that map aside for now, but let's start by labeling one of the neighboring states. Okay, and one of the neighboring states, it will help if you put a little line like this to show where this state kind of ends. It's a state right just to the south of Massachusetts. In fact, I'll label the first point of the compass rose south. Okay, and this state lies right in this little corner of this state of Massachusetts, and the state is Rhode Island. So I'm going to actually write it out along the top and also running along the side like this, because Rhode Island kind of borders Massachusetts along its northern border and its eastern border. Rhode Island is the name of that state, which touches, I think I'll put an east here as well. And well, let's put all the cardinal directions. Kind of like to decorate the letters of the compass rose. It's a nice way to make the map look a little fancier. Okay, we'll even put in the cardinal directions pretty soon. But, I mean, these are the cardinal directions. We'll put in the intermediate directions in a little while. Okay, so that's the first state we're going to label. It touches upon Massachusetts. If we head west, there's another state that touches along this southern border here. And that would be the state of Connecticut. let's use all capital letters to label. You notice I did that with Rhode Island. I used all capital letters. And I like to stretch the letters out so they cover a large area. Now, if you're not sure of the spelling of Connecticut, it's a kind of a tricky word to spell. One trick I've learned is you can break it up into 3 words: connect, and then I, and then the word cut, C-U-T. Connect, I, cut. Now you can also look down in the list here, and you can see it written out here. So you can also follow that too, so that you make sure you spell these states correctly. Okay. Now, we're going to also label along the western boundary. This would be the state of New York. This is a good way to start your map because it kind of shows where Massachusetts is in relation to its neighbors, okay, neighboring states. Okay, so that's the state of New York. There's a natural boundary that separates the 2 states along the northern boundary. You can extend this river up just a little bit, and that will separate the 2 states that touch along the north. Okay, and the first one starts with a V, and the second one over here starts with an N. I bet you can guess what those are if you want to look in your list. Okay, I'll check off New York. We've already done that. But the one with the V is Vermont, and the one with N is New Hampshire. So let's do those 2 states. Notice I'm using my neatest lettering. When you make a map, you want to make a nice presentation. You want it to look very nice and easy to read. Okay, you don't want it to be difficult to read, so try to use your neatest lettering. And it really looks good if you use capital letters for these surrounding states. Okay, so New Hampshire actually goes all the way to the coastline here. And let's review what we've done so far. The 2 northern neighbors are Vermont and New Hampshire. The neighbor to the west is New York, state of New York. To the south, we have 2 states, Connecticut and Rhode Island. Okay, so those are the neighboring states of Massachusetts. We can make those states stand out even better by using some color. If we wanted to use some color to highlight these states, let's do Rhode Island. I think I'll do it with a little orange edging. I'm going to take my orange and I'll color in I'm just coloring along the border that touches Massachusetts. Okay, this is when you cross that line there and you enter into this orange area, you're entering into Rhode Island. All right, see how that makes Rhode Island stand out pretty nice. Okay, and we could do the same thing with, you can go over it a little bit if you want to darken it in a little. Okay, we can do another color. We'd want to switch colors for the state next door so they don't blend together. Maybe we could use a yellow for Connecticut. So I'll turn my paper. And this is something that you can work on a little bit on your own. I'll get you started with Connecticut, and then you can use a different color for New York, Vermont, and then a different color for New Hampshire. So why don't we stop the video there? That's about a 10-minute video. I like to work in 10-minute videos because that's a nice amount to work on at one time. And why don't you work on coloring in those surrounding states, and I will too. And in the next video we can compare how our maps look and see which. Just make sure you use different colors for adjoining states. Okay, well, nice job so far, and look forward to working with you on the next video.